Hello traders, and welcome to another end of the week, the Friday wrap-up. Currently Friday, June 13th, on a Friday in the year 2014. This is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, great to be with you. It is actually Saturday in Pattaya, Thailand, June 14th, and we are coming to you live from the wet, cloudy, cool, sandy beaches. Traders, great to be with you. We got a lot to talk about today. We've got commentary, and we've got about 12 currency slides to look at. So let's get moving. Traders, if you would, just give me 1 minute to introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I will be your moderator through the Friday wrap-up and all other educational videos through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, I have started to trade in the year of 2006, and in 2008 I retired from a wonderful 27-year career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days after I retired, I got on the Big Bird and headed over to Pattaya, Thailand on a 3-month vacation. And traders, it's 2014 and I'm still here. Traders, it's been a great retirement. I am totally enjoying my second career trading the Forex markets full-time. Traders, I would again like to thank FXCL for allowing me the opportunity to be with you every day as we bring you the Market Open Preview, the Friday Wrap-Up, and then once a week an educational video on the MT4 platform, the tools, and how to use them, and again, some nice trading strategies. All right, traders, let's get moving and let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential of rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, if you are using your expense money, please take a deep breath and reevaluate your situation. And maybe you need to go to a demo account where you can obtain that at www.fxclearing.com for your educational trading needs and that trading account you might need. All right, traders, really, I know we talk about it every day, but it is serious that do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, it is really aggravating have to biting your nails and sitting on the edge of your chair if you are not comfortable in your financial situation trading the live markets. Okay, traders, here we are. It is time to do the commentary end of week. Have a little bit to talk about today. Let's get over to the markets. The Dow up after a totally red day on Thursday. The Dow is up 0.25%. NASDAQ is up 0.30%. And the S&P 500 is up 0.31%. Let's go over to the other side of the pond where things did not end up so good. The FTSE 100 was negative 0.95%. The DAX was negative 0.26%. And the CAC 40 was negative 0.24%. The Euronext 100 was negative 0.29%. And moving over to the other side a little bit, let's go over to the Nikkei 225. Ended yesterday up 0.83%, and the Shanghai also up almost 1% at 0.93%. All right, let's talk a little bit about some news, traders. A lot went on this week. One was the New Zealand, the Kiwi, increased interest rates this week, and the markets grabbed hold of that. Man, did they grab hold of that. The Kiwi got very strong for 2 days. It actually went very bullish and very strong. Nice move on the Kiwi. They are raising interest rates, and economically, they are just absolutely doing wonderful. All right, airline stocks took a dump this week after the situation in Iraq with the insurgents coming back into play and taking over some of the big cities. And they are in a little bit of a mess, my friends, as oil prices went above $107 a barrel this week. And airlines took the hit because fuel prices are going through the roof. So airline stocks absolutely took the big plunge, as on the other side of the coin, the oil refineries such as Chevron, Mobil, all of those were in the green this week to the big side. They are reaping in the benefits of that mess in Iraq. All right. Samsung is launching some new tablets. What else do we have in news today? Big bounce on yesterday. Everything coming back. We did see yesterday the market was kind of strange as I was trading the London Open traders and was expecting the pullback in all the currency pairs. It was end of week. The currencies did move a lot this week, and I was expecting these currencies to pull back. Traders, I have to tell you, I was not expecting this to start in the first 90 minutes of the trading day, and it did. In fact, to be perfectly honest with you, I got stopped out on the Aussie dollar. I was expecting the pullback sort of towards the London lunch and then into New York lunch, see it happen again. That's not the way it worked. It started right off the gate, right out from the gate. I can speak, I know I can. And it just absolutely moved on in that direction. All right, it ended up turning around towards the New York close, and we'll take a look at that very shortly. All right, traders, let us talk charts. Today we have a lot of charts. I think we have 12 currency charts we're going to look at today. And traders, just remember, these are daily charts. So let's get to it. We got a bunch, and let's take a peek. Traders, these charts are not in any specific order. We just got them on there, and we're just going to talk about them a little bit. This is the CAD Yen. This is the daily chart, and look at how this is in a range, just hovering over that 200 exponential moving average for a long time. That looks like over 2 months there, and it is absolutely just hovering. Look at your MACD just flat, just above the zero line. Basically looks like the 200 EMA, doesn't it? And the Williams R% indicator pointing to the upside as recently price is above the 200 exponential moving average, and current price at the end of the trading day was at 93.91. All right, let's move over to one of our favorites. And this is our Euro Yen. Look at this, traders. This started off the day to the upside and came up to that, look at that, 200 exponential moving average and then sold off. And again, that is what I'm talking about. In the beginning of the market open, these currency pairs ended up going to the upside and then coming back down. This ended the day at 138.07 and again could not break the 200 exponential moving average. The one thing I am looking at is look at the MACD. This is in a trend, so the MACD is the right thing to look at. And look at that last histogram. Lower than the previous and below the zero line. Very interesting as we head into Monday. All right, traders, let's go over to the Aussie Yen. Absolutely bullish. This has bounced off the 200 exponential moving average quite some time ago, about 2 months, I would say, month and a half. And we are currently at 95.88. And again, MACD is what I'm looking at, and the last histogram is equal to the histogram before, and this is absolutely bullish as we head into our next week. My concern is if you look left of the chart, you can see that we have resistance. So this is going to be interesting as the last 3 trading days, we have indecision candles. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as we head into Monday in our next trading week, or for me, Sunday evening for Asia. All right, let's take a look at the pound yen, traders. The beast is at resistance. It closed at 172.96. Its price is awfully far away from that 200 exponential moving average, and Williams R% indicator is showing a turn towards the negative 20 line and possibly heading back to the downside. Again, the MACD is hovering on the zero line, and the last histogram bar is higher than the last. Looks like we got a little tug of war going on there, but I think we're going to have some sort of reaction at this price. Again, looking left of the chart, it is absolutely amazing how far this goes back and shows you, remember this is a daily chart, that price reacted to this price level in the past. All right, traders, let's go over to the one and only, the euro dollar. The euro dollar continues to be bearish. Again, you can see on the last candle yesterday, we now have another indecision candle. That's 3 in a row, but you can see where it pulled up and then pulled back down towards the end of the trading day. Again, look at the MACD, the histogram bar. The last one is lower than the one previous, and also your Williams R indicator is now at the negative 80 line. So this is continuing to be a bearish pair, and I expect this to continue into our next trading week. Traders, let's take a look at the pound dollar. Here's the pound dollar. This is at resistance again. Look at, I marked off the candle to the left of the chart, and that's at 69.93. And the current candle, yesterday's candle, closed at 69.57. That's like 43 pips away from resistance at a high. So very interesting as we look at that. And I expect that this is going to eventually have to react to this price and probably give us a pullback, probably Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then maybe regain its strength and pull back up again. Unless it makes the big move on Monday, it's going to be interesting to see. And you know I am very bullish on the pound dollar for a long time. However, I will keep this in mind that we are up against resistance. Traders, let's take a look at the dollar yen. You know, I do not trade the dollar yen as far as taking entries in the dollar yen. I use the dollar yen as a trading tool. And I'm basically looking at the dollar versus the yen. And you can see that the yen is stronger here. You can see this is a daily chart, and we have a downtrend illustrated by the line, the trend line. That's not a trend line, it's just a line. And coming to the downside. So this has continued to give us lower highs and lower lows. And now we did, about 2 weeks ago, have that bounce off that 200 exponential moving average. Now it's pulled back, but yesterday at the close of the day, it ended up pulling back up, and we are currently at 101.72. And looks bullish to me. Look at your MACD is at the 0 line. Not looking good there on the histogram, but your Williams % indicator has curved to the upside. So looks like we might have a little fight there come Monday and Tuesday in our next trading week. Traders, let's go over to the one and only, the bullish Aussie dollar. Okay, here's the Aussie dollar. Again, very bullish, has been bullish for some time. Sort of went up and down and around. This trade gave me a stop out yesterday with a loss because I was not expecting the pullback so early in the trading day. You can see where it pulled back on that daily candle, and then late into the New York session, absolutely pulled up and closed on the upside. However, it did not take out the day before's previous high. Look at MACD. MACD is above the 0 line, and the last histogram bar is above the previous. And Williams R percentage is above the negative 20 line. However, it looks like it's curling to the downside. Need to keep an eye on that as we get into our next trading week. Again, looking left of the chart, we are at resistance on this daily chart. Traders, let's look at the New Zealand. Look at this. If you take a look at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those big blue candles was from that rate announcement, interest rate announcement, and then yesterday basically just came down a little bit, tried to make a little bit of a correction, and at the end pulled back up again. And again, if you look left of the chart, we're at resistance. A lot of these currency pairs are at resistance on these daily charts. It's going to be very interesting in the next week or two trading, watching how price reacts to these areas. Traders, looking at the bottom of the chart, not much to report. The MACD is at the 0 line, and the Williams R % indicator is going down just a little bit. However, price is at resistance, and we just need to keep an eye on that. Nothing to do here. Traders, last chart of the week that we're going to look at on the Friday wrap-up. This is the Euro Aussie. Look at this. Continues to come down, is continuing to be bearish, and what more can I say? We've been in this mode for a long time on the Euro Aussie, and we will continue to stay that way as we head into our next week. We might get a little bounce here to the pullback side and then continue to be bearish. And we are absolutely bearish in this currency pair on all time frames. Traders, I did go over my time limit on this Friday wrap-up, June 13th. Yep, Friday the 13th in 2014. Traders, I would like to thank you all on behalf of myself and FXCL in trading. Thank you for joining me on the Friday wrap-up, and we will see you at the next trading week for the London Market Open, brought to you every trading day before the markets hit the pavement at the open. Traders, thank you very much, and enjoy your 2-day break, and we'll see you next time from reigning Pattaya, Thailand. Take care, and bye-bye.